Hey, this is Alexa Peterson with the Hitting Vault. I'm going to be doing a swing analysis of Manny Machado. Regardless of what you think of his playing style, he's an awesome hitter and a really good defensive player, just all around a great athlete. So we're going to see a lot of good things here in his swing. Starting stance, he's a little bit taller. Front foot is open a little bit. Bat about 45 degrees to start. His hands are kind of close to his body here. Eyes are nice and straight towards the pitcher. Once you notice, as he picks up his front foot, again, he's starting open a little bit. So what you'll notice is he actually goes forward, is his first movement, bringing it in, and then he goes towards the pitcher. So watch this front foot right here. He brings it in, and now he starts striding forward. A lot of hitters will immediately just kind of stride forward, and they'll end up being too far. That front foot will be way too far open. It's okay to have your front foot open some, a couple inches, 3 inches or so, depending on the hitter, right? But if you start getting into the 6, 7, 8 inches, way too far when your front foot's stepping out this way. You won't be able to adjust to an outside pitch. So you'll see with Machado, he's one that brings his front foot in and now strides forward. Right there. Something else I want you to notice is that as he picks up that front foot, right as it comes off the ground, his barrel's starting to work more vertical, kind of giving him a little bit of a momentum movement, bringing his barrel more vertical to then work more horizontal. But you can see right there, he's working more vertical. Pitch is about to be released. You can see his front shoulder's down, his back shoulder's up. Pitch is released. Starts to go forward. That barrel's starting to work more, a little bit more horizontal. And then when that heel hits right there, he's about 45 degrees or so, with his knob kind of down towards the catcher. You'll see he's got some good torso tilt right here, leaned over a little bit, hip hinge you could call it. That allows him to be able to adjust to different heights of pitches, whether it's high or low. If it's a low pitch and he's standing really tall, there's no torso tilt or hip hinge. It's going to be a long ways. You're going to end up just he would have to reach with his hands to get down to a low pitch down here. But this allows him to hit low pitches, and then on high pitches he would just kind of rotate right from there, not creating any more tilt like he would for a low pitch. You'll see how tight his hands stay, and his hips are turning, and his core is turning him hard. A lot of hitters will throw their hands towards this pitch, and there's no way they're going to get on time. You got to trust that if you rotate hard enough, keeping your hands tight, you're going to be able to be on time. But a lot of hitters try to throw their hands at it, push their hands towards it, and it actually slows you down. Instead, he's rotating hard right here. Gets to a good contact position. Palm up, palm down. Got some shoulder tilt there. Notice how his head stays really still through this whole movement. And then his finish, it's an inside pitch. You actually see his front foot roll open pretty far because he was doing everything he could to get that barrel on time and not get handcuffed and get it on the handle. So his hips were flying, rotating hard, so you'll see his back facing towards home plate. There's sometimes on outside pitches, hitters won't rotate all the way, and that's just because it's an outside pitch and they're going a little bit more this way towards it. Here was an inside pitch coming in this way, so he's rotating really hard. He's going to continue that movement, and so you're seeing that back towards home plate there. Go to a side view here. Can see his starting stance again. Front shoulder down, back shoulder up. A little bit taller. So he loads, front shoulder goes up, back shoulder goes down. Sorry, front shoulder goes down, back shoulder goes up. Knob starts working a little more to the catcher. You can see a little bit of internal hip rotation right here. And this angle is a little bit slightly angled in. It's not exactly to the side here, just so you know visually. He goes forward a little bit, and he's a hitter that doesn't stride that far. He's a little bit more narrow in the distance between his feet when he's in his launch position, and that's okay. It works for him. He's able to be on plane. For a lot of hitters that are too small, like maybe 30% of their body height, their height, or 40%, oftentimes their hands are working to the zone and then out of the zone really quick. But he's a little bit on the shorter side, but he's still able to be on plane for a long period of time. So in his launch position, we see his knob down towards the catcher, front shoulder down, back shoulder up. He's really good into his legs. You saw that you can see he was starting really tall. So a hitter that starts really tall, you got to get down into your legs. There are, again, exceptions. There's going to be hitters that some things work for that are a little bit different, that don't work as well for other hitters. So, for example, like J.D. Martinez, he's a hitter that starts a little bit taller, and he really doesn't get into his legs a lot. And so you don't see a lot of head movement with him, and that works for him. So there's no cookie cutter type swing. These are just some things that we see with elite hitters. So we get to rotation here, turning his hips. You see that barrel working behind him. Belt buckles going to the pitcher, staying tight, firming up that front foot, that front knee there. Releasing that backside. You see that back foot kind of come up off the ground right there. Really good. Get to his full extension. You can see his back facing home plate. So again, he's a great example of some of really good mechanics in the swing. So looking forward to seeing what he does with the Padres.